Okay, buckle up everybody, because this is probably, I kid you not, the most important video in this whole entire series. We're going to take a deep dive into assignments. In this video, we're going to go over the following: assignment settings, installing resource apps, Google Drive assignment, individually assigning assignments to individual students or grading groups. And then we're going to learn how to grade these assignments. And we're also going to take a sneak peek at what it looks like from a student view. That's a lot. Let's see how long this video is going to take. So here we go. Without further ado, let's get to it. I think I pulled a muscle. Ouch. Okay, here we go. Let's find the course that we need. Well, I'm there. The Innovative Learning Staff course. The first thing we need to do before we begin, before we even continue this, I need you to install some apps. Okay? And here are the apps that I need you to install: the YouTube app, your Google Drive app, and your Google Drive Assignments app. Alright, so here, click Resources, click Apps, and I'm going to install the Google Drive Resource app and the YouTube app. This allows me to pull information, pull resources from my Google Drive, and allows me to insert YouTube videos. Okay? So, Resources, hit Apps, and you should see them right there. If you don't see them right there, click Install Apps and search for them and then install them, okay? So those two apps. Now, you'll also need the Google Drive Assignment app, which can be found here. It looks like a window. App Center. And then install Google Drive Assignments. And what Google Drive Assignments app, what that does, it makes a copy of a Google Doc, a Google Slide, or a Google Sheet for every single one of your students and gives them editing rights for their unique individual Google Drive assignment. Back to my courses. Now that you've installed those apps, here we go. Back to my course, my Innovative Learning Staff course. I need to stay organized, so I'm going to create a folder. I talk a lot about folders in my folders video, so check that out. Add materials, add folder. I'm going to call this my week 1 folder, and week 1 is very simple. It's all about me, or all about them, which is, okay, you get the picture. All right, I'm gonna keep this all blank. No need to make it fancy. For the sake of time, hit create. It's published. Good. Now, I created my folder. I want to make this assignment inside that folder, so I'm going to click on the folder. From here, I'm going to hit add materials, and then I'm going to add an assignment, because that's what we're doing. That's the purpose of this video, assignments. Boom. Okay, here we go. We're taking big steps here. I need a name, and you know, because there's a star next to it, an asterisk, that means it's a required field. Name, this is going to be called the vision board. All right, and I'm going to show you some fancy tricks here. You can do this in discussion as well. I'm going to add a table just to stay organized, because this is not just a vision board assignment. It's a 2-step. I want them to watch a video and then complete the vision board. Now, you're very familiar with this text editor, okay? Pretty standard. You see it in a Google Doc, you see it in Microsoft Word. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and add a table, and it's going to be a 2x2 table. Oh, look. How cute is that table? Let's stretch it out. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay. In the first cell, I'm going to type in step 1, watch video. And if you want to be fancy, go ahead and add an image of a camera or a TV screen. And I talk about that in detail in my folders video if you want to learn more about adding images. All right, in this cell right next to it, I'm going to add a YouTube video. Now, don't mind this huge gap here. It'll fix itself in just a second. Just watch. So I'm going to click on the cell right next to that watch video cell. Hit insert content. Now that you have the YouTube app installed, click on YouTube. And I'm going to add one of my favorite TED Talks by Rita Pearson. If you haven't seen it, take the time to watch it. It's about 8 minutes long. Are you a champion for your students? I hope so. So I'm going to click on that video, that box right next to it, and then I'm going to select import as embed, meaning it's going to embed that video inside the box. You see how it corrected itself, the size of that cell? And what we can do is stretch it out a little bit more, and then highlight that, make it aligned in the center, and bold it. All right, and step 2 would be to complete your Google Slide vision board. Okay, and you might be asking, where is this Google slide going to be coming from? Don't worry, I got your back. I've already made this vision board, and I will add a link, a copy of this vision board in the description if you want to use it for yourself. You're welcome. Okay, so here we go. You installed the Google Drive assignment app, so you see it right there, okay? If you don't see it right there, it's because you don't have it installed. Go ahead and install it. If you want to add more fancy stuff in the description, a file from your computer, a link, a resource, if you want to record yourself, maybe even explaining the directions, go for it. What I want to do is make a copy of this vision board for every single student. I want each student to have their very own copy. They're not editing my master copy, they each get a copy. To do that, I need to click Google Drive Assignments, and I'm going to search for that vision board Google slide presentation. Let's see if it pulls up. Right, it's this one right here, vision board. And I can view it if I'm not sure if that's it. Yep, that's it, because I remember the pineapples. Here we go. Click on the vision board, okay, and hit attached. And notice, this will create a copy of your file for each student. That's what I want. I want every single student to have their own copy. Always set a due date. Always set a due date, especially if you've connected your gradebook to Schoology. Now, that's a whole different topic. We're not going to talk about gradebooks right now, but when you get to that point, make sure you add a due date, okay? So the due date for this vision board will be on the 31st, which is a Friday. Category. Category. You need to set a category. So I'm going to select formative. I set these categories myself by clicking on this and then selecting formative and summative. In our district, that's how we separate our categories, formative, summative, and each category is a different weight percentage. So don't worry about gradebooks just yet. Don't worry about gradebooks. Period, that's great. Factor one, leave it there. If we want to get fancy, we can attach a rubric. That's a whole nother video. We're not going to get there. If I want to align learning objectives to a TEK or to a Common Core, whatever it is, you can do that as well, and then check the mastery, but that's another video. Here I have options to individually assign. Talk about individually assign. Maybe there are certain students that are supposed to get this assignment, or maybe you modify the directions, right, to meet the needs of your student. So if I click on individually assign, I can assign it to a specific member of my group by typing in their name. Or I can assign it to a grading group, okay? Now, if you want to know more about grading groups, please watch my members video where I show you how to create a grading group through members. And essentially what a grading group is you're grouping individual students into a group and then just typing in the grading group here to assign it to that group, okay? All right, so let's talk about these other buttons. Lock, okay, it's pretty straightforward. Do I want to lock this assignment? Meaning the students see the assignment, but it's locked for submissions. They can't submit anything, all right? So right now it's unlocked because it's not colored in. Let me show you. If you click it, you see it's colored in. That means it's locked right now. You could even lock it on a specific date if you wanted to. I mean, for me, I always take in late work from students. It's just how I handle things in my classroom. I just want them to turn something in to get it done. I'll take some points off, yes, but I want them to turn it in. Published to students or unpublished, that's pretty straightforward. Grade statistics disabled. If I click on that, I will enable it, but I'm not going to mess with that right now. And here I can copy to other courses. So if I click on that, I can select other courses I want this assignment to go into. If you are linking sections, you are going to see something totally different. And we talk about link sections in another video in our course experience series. I believe that video was course dashboard. It's one of those. All right, looks good. I've made everything. I filled everything out. I'm going to hit create. One thing I want to add about the Google Drive assignment. The only things you can add from your Google Drive in that Google Drive assignment, let me actually go back to it. The only three things you can add that work, okay? A Google Doc, a Google Slide, or a Google Sheet. Teachers always ask me, can I attach a Google form? Not through Google Drive assignments because you don't need to make a copy of that Google form. If you want to attach a Google form to your assignment, all you have to do is attach the Google form as a link. So you need the send link, okay, to do that. All right, so here we go. We're good to go. Hit save changes. Okay, so bada bing, bada boom, we're done. Notice, oh wait, where's that video that I created? Not to worry, once they click on the assignment, the video will appear there. So now it's embedded within the assignment. So this is what the student is going to see, okay? Now, let's look at the student view. I want to go to the student view and, all right, so check out these breadcrumbs. I'm going to go back to my course. I'm going to hit course options, view course as, and let's see what it looks like from a student's perspective. So let's see, this is what the student's going to see, week 1 about me, and boom, there's the assignment. I'm going to go back to course. So now this is the teacher view. So what do I have access to? What can I do? So if I click on the assignment as the teacher, this is what I'll see. Assignment in progress. Okay, this student has not opened it yet, so I cannot see their edits and my submissions. So what I'm going to do is actually go to my student account and complete the assignment. So I'm going to switch accounts, so bear with me for a second here. Okay, so I am in the student account, student view. I'm going to that course. And notice I have something due on Friday, July 31st, vision board. If I click on that, I can view the assignment. Okay, watch the video. I'll go to my document. Okay, so here is my personal, individual Google slide presentation. There it is. From here, what I can do is actually work on this page, all right? Or I can click on edit and then open it in an actual Google slide and work on it here. So I have more space, more real estate. Okay, so then I can add text here, add some word art, get all fancy. Now, I'm gonna submit the assignment as a student. Now the question is, can the student unsubmit? Yeah, they can. It's okay. It's okay to unsubmit. And notice, right now I can't do anything to it. The student can't do anything to it because he's already submitted. But if he hits unsubmit, he will get edit access to the Google slide again, and he'll be able to modify and fix it, all that good stuff. Let's see what it looks like from the teacher end. So I'm going to switch accounts back to the teacher. All right, now we are looking at the teacher view. Let's see what the teacher sees. The student has turned in the assignment. What does the teacher see? All right, in progress. Let's check it out. Notice there's nothing there because the only student in my course has submitted the assignment. When I go to submissions, there it is. I can see the student's submission. And here we go, right there. This is what the student did. So what I can do is, maybe the student didn't finish it. Hey, check it out. He didn't finish it. I can hit unsubmit, and then the student can then complete it again. All right, let's say I'm ready to grade the assignment. I can go up here, give them an 80. I'm a pretty gracious teacher. It's an About Me project. The very first week of school, it is incomplete. Gradebook comment. I can share the gradebook comment with my student if I wanted to. Why not? Hit save. Okay, so he got an 80 out of a 100. I was being very gracious, as you can tell. All right, so there you go. There you go. It's been graded. Now, I want to note, you don't have to put a Google Drive assignment. You don't. It doesn't have to be a Google Drive assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and add another assignment, but this time I'm not going to attach a Google Drive assignment. It's just going to be, I'm just going to call it a practice assignment, and I want to show you what the student will see. Category, these are all required fields, factors 1, okay. And I hit create. Okay, so I have a practice assignment here. I'm going to switch back to the student. Let's see what the student sees. And the reason why I'm not doing view course as, you're probably wondering, like, why isn't he just going to view course as? Because I cannot turn in the assignment. Because I cannot turn in assignments for students under view course as, okay? So, as this student, I am going to look at that assignment and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. So there's nothing there. There's no Google Slide, Google Doc, Google Sheet. But what I can do as a student is submit an artifact by hitting submit assignment, by uploading a file from my computer, by creating right there in the text editor, or pulling from resources. So I can still turn something in, all right? Okay, take a deep breath. I should be taking a deep breath. That's a lot of information for assignments, but again, feel free to pause the video, rewind, That's the beauty behind blended learning and creating videos. If you have any questions, please comment in the video, and I would appreciate it if you subscribe. Thank you for your patience. Thanks for sticking around. Let me know if you need anything.